If you are still typing prompts into a chat box, you are using the AI of the past. In 2026, the most powerful artificial intelligence is entirely invisible. It operates as an ambient layer running quietly in the background of your life. You start at manual prompting. Now, two diverging paths. String together general-purpose tools yourself, or hand control to hyper-specialized autonomous agents. This specialized path offers massive returns, but you pay a toll. They require continuous access to your operational and biometric data. This technology executes tasks everywhere. It is the dispatch software routing technicians while you sleep, the ring on your finger mapping your continuous heart rate, and the smart glasses passively recording every detail of the room you're sitting in. Bringing these tools into your workflow means deliberately expanding your digital vulnerability. You are opening up highly sensitive pipelines of information that used to remain safely offline. Adopting AI is now an exchange rate. You are acquiring a round-the-clock autonomous labor force, paying for it with your privacy and digital security. Let's look at how this plays out for small business operators, like an HVAC or maintenance crew managing a fleet of trucks. Specialized AI only functions when it has deep administrative access. To use these agents, you must provide a third-party platform with your customer database, your dispatch calendar, and your live incoming phone lines. The immediate return is a front office that never closes. The software autonomously answers midnight emergency calls, books the appointment, and dispatches the nearest truck without a human receptionist ever picking up the phone. In industrial settings, the application shifts to hardware. Sensors feed continuous machine vibration data into an algorithm, allowing operators to predict a mechanical failure days before a gear actually snaps. But there is a hidden cost here: data hygiene. Because these systems are entirely autonomous, they rely entirely on the exact accuracy of the data you feed them. If your calendar sync lags, or the AI hallucinates an address from a noisy phone connection, it schedules a ghost appointment. That results in hours of lost windshield time and wasted fuel for your human technicians. Operational AI eliminates your administrative bottlenecks, but it creates intense vendor lock-in. It turns minor data entry errors into very real, very expensive physical mistakes. For knowledge workers and educators, the constraints are different. A teacher's primary bottleneck is time. Building a lesson plan using a general AI chatbot requires constant manual prompting and refinement. Specialized educational AI removes that friction, generating instant, pedagogically aligned rubrics the moment you type in a subject. These platforms can instantly output 3 different versions of the same reading assignment, tailored exactly to the mixed reading abilities of the students sitting in the room. The trade-off is that relying strictly on these platforms defaults your classroom to a screen-first environment. The more the software builds, the more time students spend staring at a device. An algorithm cannot replicate hands-on, developmentally aligned teaching. To keep learning grounded in the physical world, the educator has to actively override the software's inherent bias toward digital consumption. In knowledge work, specialized AI is highly effective as a back-end administrative assistant, but human presence is mandatory to prevent the learning experience from becoming purely virtual. Nowhere is the data exchange more intimate than in personal health optimization. Clinical-grade wearables and femtech applications are now gathering continuous physiological data, tracking sleep architecture, hormone cycles, and basal body temperature, and feeding it all into unified algorithms. The insights are highly predictive. These tools can forecast fertility windows with 98% accuracy, or detect the early markers of cognitive decline simply by passively analyzing the sound of your voice. To get those insights, you have to surrender your permanent biometric fingerprints. You are uploading continuous heart rate logs and distinct voice prints to a third-party server. This harvesting overlaps directly with ambient surveillance hardware, like smart glasses, which passively record high-definition audio and video of your daily interactions. By centralizing this highly sensitive data, you expose yourself to severe privacy breaches. You are voluntarily providing the exact raw material malicious actors need to generate perfectly convincing audio and visual deepfakes of you. Achieving predictive health autonomy requires creating a permanent, highly vulnerable digital clone of your physical body. This quadrant chart maps your choices. Plotting the level of autonomy on the y-axis against data and privacy exposure on the x-axis pinpoints exactly which tier of AI makes sense for your situation. Let's start with the scaling professional, like our HVAC operator. If you run a service business, fully adopt specialized agents to capture revenue from missed calls and optimize routing. But you must ruthlessly audit internal data hygiene first, or automation will just scale your errors. Next is the high-stakes health optimizer. Proceed with predictive wearables for their undeniable clinical benefits. But because your biometric data will eventually be compromised, establish multi-path verification code words with your family right now to defend against the inevitable deepfake attempts. Finally, we have the solo educator or content creator. Utilize a hybrid approach. Use general AI to brainstorm and handle back-end administrative tasks, but avoid ambient hardware like smart glasses entirely to protect the privacy of your physical classroom. Bringing ambient recording hardware into a workplace or school exposes you to legal liabilities. Capturing audio without all-party consent directly violates state wiretapping laws. In 2026, the real price of autonomous AI is the expansion of your personal and professional attack surface. You are trading your digital boundaries for the ability to manage workloads that previously required a full human team.